ASMR pizza eating.
Yeah, basically what we did, we just came together to celebrate our new table and having a good pizza. Thank you, Otto, for the lunch. You know this guy, I think you know him better than me. So we just met today here in South Florida.
Yeah, we're just enjoying the sun.
Yeah, having some fun. We should go later do some crazy stuff with the cars.
I don't know how long we have to work today, but watch people work and film them. But we'll see. I'm definitely down. We're gonna be here until Thursday, so maybe we can get something going.
This guy is my friend Otto. He's from Germany. Pretty famous dude over there, also here in America. We know each other for quite a long time.
Yeah. Glad to see. Good old times.
Yeah, good old times. Well,
back when everybody was driving cars and police wasn't as crazy.
Yeah, there was such a nice time. Do you miss these times?
I think now it's a bit more fun, to be honest, because we're in Florida right now, you know. You have your own car in Florida, which, by the way, I love stuff like this. I took my R34 to America last year, and seeing another guy with European plates in America is, I don't know, I love taking cars where they shouldn't be. And a Romanian GT3 in Florida.
I think we are the only two guys who are crazy enough to do that.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. What we decided also is to team up. When it comes to wheels, he's got the craziest project. He knows how to drive cars, and I know how to build wheels. So we just decided why not to team up and make some crazy projects together, and there we are.
And we're gonna test the wheels properly.
Okay.
I hope it's not too windy here.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. We have some dead cats on it.
Okay.
But yeah, so now, because I have always the question, I get the questions if the wheels are safe, even if they are TUV certified. We have here our stick. We're gonna test the wheels for the strength and safety. Okay, have a good one. Let's go. What I want to do is just bring the brand over here, maybe make it bigger, like try to grow it.
I think it's also not so easy here because there's so many different brands already.
But Americans like new things.
Yeah, that's true, but it's not true at the same time because there's a lot of competition, but also a lot of people. And here people spend, especially when you give them the chance to finance things. So this guy in LA has also a solution for that because he's into IT. And we are now setting up everything, upgrading the web page, installing a configurator that I don't have, and it's important for the final consumer's experience when he buys the wheels because I focused on B2B business before.
How do you still want to serve only like BMW and stuff? Or more like Corvette?
More like everything. Whatever the market demands. A lot of people who want Mustang, I can develop Mustang stuff, especially here, you don't need TUV, you don't need anything.
Oh yeah, off-road stuff and stuff? Like off-road wheels? Yeah, it makes sense. Truck wheels, I think, will be good.
Definitely. What about you? What is your plans? What's going on?
Doing stupid stuff and filming it.
So you want to spend time here or not too much?
Yeah, eventually we want to get like at least some small headquarters here.
Yeah.
Because I have quite many cars here already and they're just all over the place. So it would be nice to have them at one place.
A warehouse.
Yeah, a warehouse, for example. And then also a place where we can work on cars in case we need something.
That's my plan too, so we could maybe team up. I want to do more the cosmetic stuff, like more the wraps, the detailing, wheels.
I think that works pretty well here, yeah.
So what's your next stop after Florida?
Texas 2K.
You have their car too?
No, we just go there and spectate people race. They're pretty strict with the police there, so I don't want to get into trouble. I had that once before in the US.
Where are these takeovers in Chicago, or where are they? Like?
Yeah, but that's not good. If you go there, people will hate you. They're not fans of takeovers here in the US. No,
I can imagine. Many people got like injured.
Yeah, and then they say they ruined the car scene, which I guess they can do. So better just stay away from that. It's good content, but it's also like a dangerous game. But if you want to do like custom stuff and whatever, or if you want, I think he's good if you like connect with him.
I mean, I know
like
him.
Crazy.
I know them. I know the guys from. I met them before.
Oh, really? Yeah, perfect. I hope this is not an ASMR of us eating pizza, by the way. I hope you hear me chewing.
You know how many people send me your stories all the time? Like when you search for wheels, I get like hundreds of messages.
Today the same because I posted a story with the Firebird. It was like, it's a performance.
It was cool.
Truck wheels, you're gonna win no matter what. You just gotta get the blanks cheap. I can't remember the fucking wheel name that you would know. But when I tell you 50 different fucking wheel lines, massive amount of wheel lines. He is another good connect, but nothing's made here anymore. You just can't make it cheap enough. Now with the tariffs, it's gonna change. But Texas right now, KG1, if you get hooked up with them and they're producing the wheels for you, they're fast. Chris will also do private label, I believe.
Need to check prices.
Yeah, Strauss Forged, he's killing it. But he's all family and all in-house. Everything is in. His wife is the...
What he produces also in-house here in Florida?
Yeah, in Florida.
They got a manufacturing here?
I can take you to his place.
He's not gonna like me.
Why?
I don't know. You will see.
I mean, listen, a competitor's a competitor. But if
Yeah, because, I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. But
Chris is a nice guy.
okay.
He's a really nice
I'd
guy.
love to meet him face to face.
4 or 5 CNCs, a couple lathes. His wife is the shit.
She does the business?
She's the programmer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's the
similar.
programmer.
I do the designs in AutoCAD.
That's what she does.
Yeah.
If you,
There we go.
I'll send you guys their link to the personal sites and you'll see her. She's on there all the time. She's making the designs, the programming. And she's a badass. And Chris has got a rapport for 20 fucking years. I mean, that's why when we do 3-piece wheels and we're doing something special, I always use Chris. Because I know him. I know exactly how long it's going to take. I know who the powder coater is. I know who the assembly guy is. I know the colors that I'm going to get because that powder coater's our powder coater for everything else. So there's never a question.
Okay.
You know, 1-piece cast wheels. They fucking sell.
I know.
They sell really.
This is what we make the most money with. I mean, not cast, but Flowform, same thing.
Man, not bad at all. And they're cheap to make. You know, you get fucking 4 or 5 containers full. I'd rather move 4 or 5 containers full of fucking wheels than move, 15 sets of fucking 3-piece wheels because it takes so much more time to do it.
100%.
How long are you waiting here for
It
forged?
takes a long time to
If I order them,
sell
Yeah.
them.
A normal
To
customer
convince
like
the
you,
guy
because
to buy, you have to
custom forged
ride
wheels,
back and forth,
Custom
back and
forged,
forth.
yeah.
like if they give you the offset, the specs and everything.
Yeah.
See, that's another good thing about Chris that I'll tell you, is he hand measures every fucking car. He does not fuck around. It could be in fucking Taiwan and the motherfucker will fly there to measure them. Just because he's had his hands on it. He knows what'll fit, what angle, everything else. So that's another thing that he offers to make sure there's no issues, whether it's a Veyron or an SF90 or you want this perfect spec. He makes sure he puts his hands on. The location also that he has across from him, he has a shop. So when it's a new car or something that they haven't done, they'll pull it in, they measure it there, and the customer can take it back. Typically, I think the industry on any kind of 3-piece or custom wheel is between 8 to 12 weeks. I mean, we've made some magic fucking happen with Chris, and the longest I've waited complete, the shortest I've waited complete on a special project's like 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quick.
Very fast.
But it was a special order
It's
for...
like, Chris, we're going to set this up. I need this. This is the day you pull the trigger, and I have to have it by this day, whether it's SEMA or it's a custom build we're doing for a client, or this is the only amount of time that we have. It makes it easier. Like, we just did Kai Sinat's Lambo. That was a motherfucker dealing with Manny. Because this is what we told him. I didn't tell him. This is what Clean Culture told him we had. And 4 different fucking lips later, they still didn't fit. So we had to actually find another bumper, find another rear bumper.
Oh my God.
Make it work because he bought the Dune package. I didn't know. I was just given the kit and said, make it work. And we had to do... the fitment on the wheels were perfect because they had already done them. Those aren't going to change. But even then, from them, it was a good, 8 to 12 weeks. It took a while. I think maybe he got them a little quicker, but it was still a pain in the ass to get it. From the exhaust and everything. We only had 4 days to put that car together.
Wow.
So you're taking a Urus, you're rewrapping the whole car, you're doing a full exposed carbon kit. You got to do suspension, you got to do exhaust. How many times did we take the fucking bumpers? We must have had $2,000 in next day air sending bumpers back and forth. It was one after the other that didn't work. And then finally we were like, We only got 24 hours left. We had to make half the kit work for the front. So it was a pain in the fucking ass.
Did you make it work?
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. It's for his birthday.
Okay.
So they did a row, like all 4, but we were the ones dedicated.
So what did you do? Did you modify the front?
Yeah, we had to make these little winglets.
But how? It was carbon fiber?
No. The piece bolted to the lower, but it was missing like a section. So the only thing that we could come up with was these really cool, like matte formed.
So like this?
Yeah.
Like
So that there was 5 lines that had a bar going through it from factory, and it wouldn't work. So Matt made an aluminum piece that slid over at a nice angle that was trim cut on both sides with a pocket hole welded in on the back. You slid it in and you bolted it through. And it looked factory as fuck. Even Manny was like, "What bumper is that?" And I was like, "You're welcome."
Nice.
Yeah, it came out really good.
Thank me later. I would love to meet some of these guys.
You here for a while?
We're here for 6 more weeks. We've been here for 2.5 months already, so.
Nice. Where are you staying?
In Brickell.
Nice.
Yeah, we wanted to be in the middle of all this craziness. My wife loves the city center, and in the beginning, like I feel like a tourist, but it's kind of cool. I like the vibe of the city.
I got out of there 12 years ago.
Okay, I can imagine. I think if you live here,
I would never
it's not,
fucking go
yeah,
back.
exactly.
I get anxiety when I cross over Golden Glades. I can't do it anymore. Like I'm done. What?
Crazy.
I can't. I'm over it. Like I grew up in Pinecrest. It's a very nice neighborhood. The schools I went to were very rough. I didn't go to certain schools because of a situation I had as a kid. And it taught me a lot. It taught me what I know today, and a continuation of like a hustle. You got to do your things in school to get through and get by. And I would never put my kids through that. Miami life is absolute horrible
For family, probably.
if
Yeah.
you're only there for Miami life. Like, you need to move the fuck out of there when you guys are ready to have a family.
Yeah.
That's not for a family.
No, that's not the plan. For the moment, we just enjoy because it's new. It's new. Everything's new for us.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to hang out. But
That's cool. You guys are right there. You can go to games.
you maybe want to go outside, talk about the car a little bit.
If you want.
Yeah, I'd love to. Let's go. But maybe if we could turn off the music.
So when you see the Skyline, when you see the Skyline, you'll know the car, the R34 with the huge blower motor that was all over the fucking internet last year. This was like a fuck off to last year's car, because I talked to Seth and I was like, what are we gonna do that's gonna be on par?
Top that.
Well, not top it, but like,
Fuck you because we can't.
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
So we found the NASCAR. He found it. I called him. That we worked out a little bit of a sponsorship deal. We had the 572 with the blower, and now we're gonna make a street legal NASCAR that does burnouts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's wild. It's different.
so
is what it
sick.
is. It's not.
It looks wild, by the way. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
it's crazy.
When the wrap goes on it and you actually see it all completed. So flat black, gloss black, rose gold, or gunmetal and rose gold. We're gonna put those street wheels on it. So at least we have the rose gold idea. That's kind of where it all came from. And I thought it would be great. And we'll do a lot of the colors and shit into the motor, but it'll still have a hood. It'll still close, and it'll run on alcohol and make 1,000 plus and blow the fucking tires off everywhere we go.
With the thing in the back, what is called parachute.
No,
You don't need a parachute.
no, fuck no. This is only burnouts.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if
It's a
you've ever,
burnout car.
have you been to burnout events or know about them?
No.
You
We
have
don't
to.
have that in Europe too much.
You have to. Like, he drives a fucking blown alcohol ice cream truck. It's outside.
Really?
You gotta see it. It's outside.
Yeah,
It's
we're
wild.
gonna move over there after.
There's no drama. Like, there's no fighting. There's no arguing. It's you win, you win. You lose, you lose.
True.
Go back and do it again.
Yeah.
It just gets expensive with tires because we go through 100 sets of rear tires a year. It's fucking.
So you have probably your truck just for the tire with you. all the
We'll
time.
take them pre-done,
Okay.
and then we'll swap them out. Yeah. So this won't have those to do burnouts because you have to have steel wheels.
Oh, okay.
Like there's a lot that goes
For
into
safety?
it. Yeah. In case it cracks or hits
Yeah.
something, that thing won't come out and hit anybody. We run on these now. We're changing everything over to methanol. So you have to have the suit. You have to have fire suppressant.
yeah.
You have to have specific fire extinguishers. There's a lot that goes into
Makes
it.
sense though.
But it is nothing like going in a ride in a burnout car. Like you have to come back. It's like you said. We were drifting 15 years. We were drifting before they called it drifting.
Yeah.
Now it's, drifting's turned into a sport. Burnouts have turned into a sport, and it's cool. I mean, if you pop the tires within a certain amount of time, you disqualify. If you pop them over a certain amount of time, you disqualify. If you hit the wall, you're disqualified.
So you need experience, right? You can.
Yes.
You're not able to know certain things unless you did it like
Exactly.
over and over again.
Exactly.
You know when it blows off, right?
Seat time.
How you feel it? You feel like you feel it when you drive? Can we repeat that because nobody heard you? So you basically when you compete, you in time with experience, you kind of get a feeling when the tires pop, right? If it's left or right or both.
Yeah, you'll get a feel for it. So sometimes if you run too low a tire pressure, the tread will spit off first, and you'll think that tire popped. And there's a 300-point judging criteria in it all. And if you say you felt one tire pop, it's down, you can feel it leaning. And then you feel the other one, you thought it popped, but it's just the tread spit off and the tire still got air in it. You lost 5 points, and there's no way you'll place because usually the top
you're
5
basically
or 6
done.
places are within 2 points of each other. Like it's crazy tight judging at the good events. And I mean, I've thrown events away because I thought the second tire popped. I got out and cheered and looked down, had one tire still had air in it. So now I run Detroit steel wheels, and they're super thick iron wheels, and you just rim bash until there's no tire left. Like they pop them about a minute and 10 seconds.
So then you
and
spin just on the wheel?
Beat the hell out of the wheels and make
Really?
sure the tires are gone. I got in the back
That's
of Frosty
nasty.
right now. I got 4 sets of wheels that are just basically a wheel with the little tiny chunk of the bead left on them. There's no tire left whatsoever. It's about $100 per tire, and depending on how long your wheels last, a couple $100 per wheel. And it gets expensive, but there's nothing else like it. There's every other sport there's drama. Drifting is
You
drama.
love that, right?
People's cheating and burnouts. There's no rules other than safe. So you can take a NASCAR and put 1,200 horse big block in it and have a riot and do whatever the hell you want. And the only rules are to be safe. It's a judge sport,
So not to burn down, right?
but scary part of
Avoid
methanol,
death at all
methanol burns
costs.
clear. You can't see the fire. So luckily, like this one with the Lexan windshield, the windshield will melt, and you'll know it's on fire. And get the hell out. And I got to make this one to where I can fit in it because it'll be like the community car, and I'm hauling them, so I got to be able to get it loaded and unload it. But if this gets on fire, everybody else can just open the door and walk out.
Yeah, you can't.
This thing is
We have no doors.
Bail out the window, so the more room we make in it, the easier it'll be to get out with the helmet on. And,
So for safety, right?
yeah, and I think 2 of the cars we're going to ship to Australia next year. To go here this winter and go compete over in Australia because they've been doing it for 45 years. We've been doing it for 4.
Wow. This is like a tradition or what?
Yeah, it's huge over there.
It comes from over there, the sport, or
It
no?
originated over there.
Oh, okay, in Australia.
And it's Cletus McFarlane started it over here to where 4 years ago there was only 4 shows that Cletus did. And now it's grown into the biggest automotive sport in the United States right now.
Crazy.
I mean, you can go every weekend somewhere, anywhere in the country if you want to. And it's $2,000 to $10,000 to win, and it usually pays down 3 or 5 spots. So there's actually money in it.
How many people compete like in a race for
30
example?
to 40 usually for an open class, and 10 to 25 for a pro class.
Is there like more categories or just one? It's just one.
Usually the big shows have an open and a pro, so you have like a pro car is a specific build car, and an open car is more of a put a stock LS in that white pickup and go try to blow the tires off for fun.
Cool, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate
buddy.
it. It looks really insane. I can't wait to see this thing burning, but not burning down, like burning tires.
Yeah, killing tires everywhere. We're going to buy a 4-car trailer this year and haul them open just for the aesthetic of, you got 3 of what the hell's driving down the
What is
interstate.
going on?
It should be a good time.
Cool. let's start it up first, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it runs already.
Called me already last week.
Yeah, Friday. I called him early.
And we
That
were
looks
still figuring
nuts.
out the impact stuff.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you
Yeah.
guys are probably wondering what we're looking at. You have to do the vlog. It's not my video. But I have to explain it.
Well, this is his new project that he's working on, obviously. So they cut the front of a Corvette and put it on the Firebird. So what came in is the engine. So now please explain it yourself because I'm not the
Okay, so the story is pretty interesting. We picked up the Firebird in summer of last year, and I wanted to have a clean US muscle car because I like muscle cars. And the car blew up after 1 hour driving. So we had 3 days left in the US, and I really wanted to drive it. So I went to Facebook Marketplace. I found this engine, and I went to Summit Racing, and I bought a gearbox. And we thought it's going to be pretty easy, so we just tried to weld it in there. Turns out it's not as easy as it fucking sounds. So I hit up, like Shannon hit me up, and he's like, you know, we can help you with that. And then we got a car trailer down because the car was in West Virginia, middle of fucking nowhere. We got rescued by hillbillies. It's a really crazy story. And yeah, well, together with Shannon, they helped us create probably what is the coolest 1970s Firebird, at least in my opinion. Well, the car's not ready yet, but I guess you can already say it's pretty cool.
It is. It was a little bit of a task
Yeah.
because he asked us. He's like, "Can we use the subframe from a BMW?" And I was like, "Well, we got
Not a bad idea.
We got a C6."
Yeah.
So we had the C6 out back, chopped it up, pulled the subframe out. So the whole lower subframe. So Matt had to design and re-engineer everything for the uppers, and then the lowers, trim everything out to where the subframe fit flat. So now we have a C6 subframe, rack and pinion setup, but then FDF. This Zeknova had their C6 strip car, and Vince called him and was like, "Hey, aren't you selling that kit?" And it was like a marketplace deal. Like this whole car needed to be like a Facebook build.
We wanted to keep it low budget. but still safe.
Safety-wise, it's got to be right. So if we had to buy new stuff, we had to buy new stuff. But when it came to shit like this, it's like, dude, whatever we got lying around, we know the kit works.
use it.
The fucking angle on this kit, look at this shit.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah. So it's ridiculous. I mean, honestly, we didn't expect it to be as cool as it is because it just kind of like formed itself into something really cool. I mean, it's an older car. It's still a hot rod. It's still a muscle car, but it's his style. You know?
I don't.
You know what
I
I mean?
didn't want it to be perfect. I think it's cool because it has, you know, you see all the cracks and everything. It's not perfect, but I think this is how these old cars are supposed to be. It's first paint, which is actually pretty rare.
Yeah.
I mean, the car has been crashed before they found it out because the front end didn't match up to the rest of the car. Apart from that, so far it's been going great.
Yeah.
They did some custom fabrication here in-house.
Yep. So we plasma cut that out. We're gonna run the intake up and down. We have to give us enough clearance because this is in Florida, so we gotta have AC at some point. GM Performance hooked us up with everything that we needed here for the accessory drive. We got Willwood, we got Willwood, we got McLeod. Like we have very, very good parts on this car that shouldn't never go bad, but they're also parts that he can get anywhere in the world. You know.
So if you have any problem, you can.
Well, if he takes it back to Sweden, those are parts that he can pretty much buy on the shelf. I'm sorry, Austria. My bad. Sorry, I keep saying fucking Sweden.
same thing.
Is it really?
Yeah, no.
Listen, blonde hair, blue eyes, I think Sweden.
Yeah.
So,
In the history, somebody else was.
Comparing this.
okay, Austria's where it came from.
You know what I mean? He means.
Yeah. What else? I mean, that's pretty much it. He's got some badass option seats. I think he's already got one fitted, so that's done.
The funny
we
thing
have a
is,
quick disconnect on the
they
wheel.
just fit right in the original frames, which is crazy.
Perfect.
Just by coincidence. Just lined up
it came out
perfectly
good.
with the original rails. So now I have the rusty as rails with the nice seats.
So he's got his hydro.
Hydro brake.
So for the rear brake, that's done. He's got, I think it's probably the coolest 70 on the planet. For sure.
I like it because it looks very simple from the outside.
100%.
It's not wide body. I hate wide body cars.
I think it's gonna look a little bit more excessive than a factory Firebird.
Hopefully, a little bit.
With a
But,
TA kit and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still have to paint some of the parts in the back here, but
Oh, and
getting
then
there.
we got one little piece in the back. So just in case he doesn't have enough power, we dug one of those out of the back seat.
Why not?
Why not? If we're here, we might as well give it a little spray.
It's going to be interesting to get back in Europe.
Yeah, exactly. As long as he rips it, well, I want to go over. When that car goes over there, I'd love to go over there too.
Yeah.
And I want to take our cars over there. Kind of like you brought yours. I want to take ours.
You will love it. Europe is so different.
Yeah.
But you have to take care of the cops. It's not like here. You have here so much freedom. You can do basically whatever you want. It's exactly the opposite thing over there. But otherwise, you can have a lot of fun. Imagine I was with my M8 in Austria, Romanian plates, like a totally different country. And I was catless just because of my cats, because I took them out. I changed the exhaust. They took my plates. So I wasn't allowed to move the car anymore. I had to call somebody to tow it and to bring it to Romania. I have to fly to Romania. It cost me like 4,000 or 5,000 euros just like that. Yeah, I know. For you, it sounds like utopic. Yeah.
I mean, that's like you guys live liberal California times 1,000.
Yes.
That's insanity.
Yeah, but you gotta be thankful that you live in Florida. Man.
Well, listen, maybe I'll just borrow his car and then we're good.
Oh yeah.
I definitely want to get over there. But listen, it was good meeting you.
Thank you so much.
Definitely, brother. Glad to have you.
Here in Miami, it's especially tricky to drive. Everybody's driving like they won their driving license, as you would say in Europe, in the lottery. But, I mean, the roads are all straight, so what do you really expect from the people? How should they learn? And the driving tests are really easy here. You should do like a video where she goes to a driving test with the GT3 or something.
Sure.
A video where you take a driving lesson or something with the GT3, and you pull out the GT3, because you can do it with your personal cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my hair look perfect here in Miami. With this humidity, always looking good. We were just admiring this crazy, nasty thing over here. Some 67, whatever it is, American crazy, yeah. So we're out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. See you in the next one. Peace.